Hi, hello. Now we are going to discuss about the types of elasticity. Now we are going to see about the introductions of elasticity. Here, the elasticity means how sensitive the quantity, demand or supplied of a goods or services is to change in price, income or other factor. It helps to understand how the consumer and producer respond to changes. Here that is known as elasticity. Elasticity means sensitively quantitative demand as supply of a goods or services is to changes in a price or a income and other factors, that is known as elasticity. Next one is inelasticity factor. It refers to the situation where changes in a price or another factor have a minimal impact on the quantity of the demand or supply, that is known as inelasticity demand. Here we are having the different types of price elasticity demand. One is perfect, another perfect elasticity, next one is perfectly inelasticity, relatively elasticity, neutral elasticity, unilateral elasticity, and then relatively inelasticity. These are all the different types of elasticity in the price elasticity of demand. So now we are going to see about the types of elasticity. In the types of elasticity we are having a price of elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, and advertising elasticity of demand. So now we are going to discuss about the price elasticity of demand. Here this measures how sensitively the quantity demand of a product is to changes in its price, that is known as percentage of changes in quantity of demand divided by changes in price, so that is known as price elasticity of demand. The next one is elasticity demand. Here a small changes in price causes large changes in demand, so that is known as elasticity demand. The next one is inelasticity demand. Here the inelasticity demand means a large price causes even the small changes in quantity of demand, so that is known as inelasticity demand. The next one is an unilateral elasticity is elasticity of a demand which takes place, there is a equal changes over here. The percentage of changes in price is equal to percentage of changes in demand, so that is known as unilateral elasticity. The next one is perfectly elasticity. Here the perfectly elasticity means demand is infinite at a specific price but dropped to zero if the price changes slightly, so that is known as perfectly elasticity demand. Next one is perfectly inelasticity demand. Here the perfectly inelasticity demand means demand does not changes regarding of the price, so that is known as perfectly inelasticity demand. So next one is that price elasticity or a supply. Here it measures the quantity supplied to the changes in price. Quantity, how much there is a changes over here. So that is, before that we have seen the demand. Now we are going to see about the supply basis. Supply basis means the quantity of supply divided by percentage of changes in price. Here also we are having elasticity supply, inelasticity supply, perfectly elasticity, perfectly inelasticity. So elasticity means you all know about that. One is increasing, that is the price increases, automatically the supply will also increases. So the price decreases, the supply will also decreases over there. So producer can increase supply significantly with small price changes, so that is known as elasticity price. Inelasticity means if even it increase or a decrease, there is a demand for that product, one that is necessary, there is a struggle to increase the supply, even the prices rises, so that is known as inelasticity. The perfectly elasticity supply means infinite supply at a specified price, so that is known as perfectly elasticity supply. The next one is perfectly inelasticity. Here there is no changes, only there is a changes in a price takes place, that is in a rare work, so that is known as perfectly inelasticity. Next we are going to income elasticity of demand. In this income elasticity of demand, this is measured quantity demand changes as consumer income changes, so that is equal to percentage of changes quantity demand divided by percentage of changes in income. So demand will basis upon the changes. We have already seen that, even though here the positive and negative and luxury goods over here. So positive abdina, it is a normal goods, that is decrease, demand increases with an income over there. Next one negatively means demand decreases, income rises, so that is a inelasticity or a negative, we can say that. Luxury goods means high income elasticity only can buy the high things, so that is known as luxury goods. The positive elasticity means normal goods, negative elasticity means inferior goods, and the luxury is a high income elasticity goods. The next one is cross elasticity. I think so that you all understand that the cross elasticity means it is a cross way it's thinking of. The one goods will increases and the other good will also must have to increase, or it will affect other goods, so that is known as cross elasticity of demand. Here it's have a formula, that is percentage of change is quantity of demand of a goods divided by percentage of change in price of a goods B. Here the demand of good A takes place, how much the price of the goods for B is going to take place. So that is a cross elasticity of demand. Here we are having a positive substitute, negative substitute and zero substitute. Here the positive means we can have a positive over here. So example, tea and coffee, when coffee becomes expensive, tea demand rises, so that is a positive. Next one is negative, complements, that is car and petrol. If the petrol prices rise, the car demand falls, so that is known as negative impact. Next one is zero, unrelated goods, bread and car. So there must be a related over here. So one is increasing, other one is decreasing. It must have a relationship between over here, but it does not have any relationship, that is known as zero lead. So that is unrelated goods. So these are all the different types of elasticity of goods, demand of elasticity. Here we are having elasticity. The key applications of elasticity takes place business, setting price to maximum revenue based on the elasticity. The next one is government uses a tax efficiently by understanding the demand elasticity. The next one is consumer make a better spending choice based on how the price affects the demand. So these are all the basic things over here. Based upon this only the business, government and consumer taking place their demand for a product and a price of a product and making a profit over here and understanding the demand inside the market. So these three persons mainly taking a role of it. So inside a market and inside a business. Without them we can't even run a business or do anything else. So these are all the key points over here. I concluded with this. Thank you.